Conditions apply. Licensed and regulated by the Western Cape Gambling and Racing Board. No persons under the age of 18 years are permitted to participate. For gambling counseling, call SARGF on 0800 006 008 or WhatsApp 076 675 0710.
Selling your car shouldn't be a mission. We Buy Cars gets it. Life's showtime's precious. Get an offer online. Sell your car within a day from wherever it suits you. It's really that simple with We Buy Cars. Shopping for your new ride. Discover thousands of vehicles online or in store. We Buy Cars, South Africa's trusted way to buy and sell vehicles.
On 947, this is EWN.
Good evening, I'm Lerato Hefele. The DA says it will lodge a criminal complaint against Police Minister Senzo Mchunu following damning allegations of corruption against him. KZN Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi implicated Mchunu in a cover-up of high-profile police investigations. He also says Mchunu is among senior police officials colluding with underworld figures to interfere in internal police operations. The DA's Lisa Shikaning says the party plans to make the move tomorrow.
This forms part of our ongoing efforts to hold those in power accountable and to protect the rule of law.
And the family of 14-year-old Likwana Fose, whose body was discovered mutilated in an open field, is hoping police will make more arrests on the matter as they desperately seek answers. The man accused of a murder was granted 5,000 rand bail in the Roodepoort Magistrates Court today. The court found that there was not enough evidence linking Duduzi Mnisi to a series of events leading to Fose's death. The teen's grandfather, Tozamile Mlenze, says the family had hoped Mnisi would be kept behind bars.
As a family, even before, we never suspected anyone. Even now, after he was released on bail, we have hope that law enforcement will do their job until they find the person who killed Likona.
A fine Thursday in store for Gauteng tomorrow. Lerato Hefele, Eyewitness News.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, visit ewn.co.za or download the EWN app. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Marawa Sports Worldwide.
What we're saying is that Des, keep the intensity going, and as well as the drive to retain what was South Africa's very pride and joy as well. I got a voice note quickly before I let you go.
Congratulations to Banyana. There were scary moments there. I think Ghana hit the goalpost, I think twice or thrice. So those were scary moments for us. But it was very good to start with the win. We are topping the group. Let's hope the girls will keep on going.
Well observed. And you get a sense of how many South Africans continue to watch the national team, Desiree, bit by bit. Sometimes we always underestimate the fact that how in tune South Africans are about Banyana.
I think the team has shown over the years, that they can give hope to everyone out there. They've shown over the years that doesn't matter, whether people are coming at us on the field, like he's saying they hit the crossbar twice, the resilience that they show, the character that they show. They're hanging there because we know, when we get an opportunity and we know we're going to create an opportunity, sometimes you need that luck, Rob.
And Banyana double their lead. 2 goals in a matter of minutes.
How Batong.
We got 2 heavyweights in their own right, Mobile Ndlovu and also Mandla Shabalala.
How do you rate the way in which the PSL handled this issue of Royal AM? Do you think the PSL did well or it was average?
A quick response from either of you about how the PSL handled this.
Once SARS got involved, the PSL hands were tied, and Royal AM was a ship adrift at sea and could not be saved. At that point, it was too late, and the league at every turn after that was essentially reacting. They allowed the situation to go on for too long because the league didn't even know the fact that these directors had changed until February this year. I think they were between a rock and a hard place. The moment that they found out, it was probably too late by then.
Robert Marawa, live on 947. Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live. #MSW.
All right, a quick score update coming through the Africa Cup of Nations for the women, the WAFCON. It is Zambia taking on Senegal. Just 6 minutes being played of that game. It is Zambia 0, it's Senegal 1. We'll keep you up to date with that score and a whole lot more. It is Marawa Sports Worldwide, proudly brought to you by Hollywood Bets.
Let's go! The moments you remember. The games you can't forget. Marawa Sports Worldwide on 947, Vuma FM and Rise FM. Powered by Hollywood Bets.
All right, it's going to be a fun-filled, it might be a bit emotional at some point or another during the show tonight, but we've got two great interviews that are coming up. I might say multiple, more than just two, because we're going to be heading off live to Italy. We're going to be doing a crossing now for something really groundbreaking and something very historical at the same time. If you go to the YouTube channel, I don't think ever before in the history of the show have we had so many trophies that are lined up in studio. It's unbelievable. It's almost like we have a trophy cabinet of anybody and everybody that has played professional sport of any kind. It is, I tell you, a trophy display that you can marvel at. We'll find out in just a second how and why, but that is why I'm saying tonight we're going to be bringing you a story that's it's just not rewriting South African football history. It is redefining possibilities itself. From the streets of Houghton to the steps of the Stadio Olimpico, founded back in 2023 with nothing but belief as well as a football, Tsiama Academy has become a factory of dreams. Molded by the vision of its founder, Karol Tsiama Mambe. It's the passion, it's the purpose, it's the pride, and now the world is watching because a 9-year-old wonder kid, I kid you not, I repeat, 9 years old, that's it, Ikena Tladi, has done the unthinkable. If you've been going on social media this week, you've been seeing the love and the passion from South Africans really lapping it up because it's an unbelievable story. It is an unthinkable story. He signed a 7-year contract with none other than AS Roma. I kid you not. From the Gauteng Iber Cup to the heart of Europe. This is more than just a football story. It's a story of grit, of grassroots glory, of community that dared to believe. And that is why tonight we bring you the Academy turning whispers into headlines. The young boys, hopefully into legends. Tsiama Academy joining me in studio. And that's the founder and the coach, Karol Tsiama Mambe. What an honor. Good evening and welcome to the show.
Good evening, Robert.
Sure.
Thank you.
You're bringing us glory that we don't deserve. Hey.
Yeah.
Firstly, congratulations on all the success.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
When you began this trip and this journey, did you ever imagine that, I call it a short space of time, that you would be where you are now?
Look, things have been moving very fast. I never thought that I could be at this stage right now speaking to you. I've been watching you every single day, and it's an honor actually for me to be here sitting next to you and speaking to you. And it goes back to my players and the academy. They're the reason why I'm here. And this is more like a dream come true. Sitting next to one of the biggest, if not the biggest. So I never thought of this. I never imagined this, but I'm here today. So thank you.
No, I appreciate the kind words, man. I really appreciate it. And maybe to describe to those that are not switched on here to the YouTube channel, this success. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, probably 10. I don't know. The screens are blocking everything here. What is this in honor of? Maybe just take us through what it indicates.
Well, all the trophies that you see, actually, this is just few of them. I couldn't bring every of them. So if you just check on our profile, you see how many that we have won. But this is just, it just shows how much we do, what we do and on training. And this is the result that we get, with this trophies and silverware. It's not been easy. We've been working every day. As I'm talking to you now, I'm actually coming from training. The boys are still training as we speak. Now they're only going to finish at 7. So it's just a hell of a journey. We try every day. We try to strive and become the best of ourselves and try to compete and obviously get the opportunities that we can. And then also to try to provide opportunity for the boys to also play abroad, locally and whatever. So it's more It's not an easy journey. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of passion, a lot of dedication, a lot of patience as well. Commitment it plays a big role. So when you see all this thing, it's not you don't just wake up and So each trophy resemble each tournament that we participated, each cup tournament, each league and whatever that we participated. And there's many more. Some of them, we could even get trophies because obviously they were not giving trophies, they were just giving medals. So there's a lot of silverwares. And I just brought a few today to just show the mighty Shyama.
Sure. No. Shyama is doing a marvelous job, because if you say these are few, I don't know, but it's testimony to that. As I mentioned about the vision of it, what did you see that nobody else saw?
Well, I saw potential. I believe in the youth. I saw the gap between us and international, Africa as a whole, South Africa precisely. I believe we can match them. Usually when we are here in South Africa, when we compete at the young stage, we can easily play against your Manchester City and Barcelona. But going forward from the age of 17, 19, we start realizing the gap. Why? Because we don't focus on the juniors. We move away the talented players from the young age. Why? Because they cannot afford, and we focus more on the players that can afford, but they don't have the natural talent. But comes years after, when they become 13 years old, 15 years old, those players eventually, because they were not passionate enough, they were doing it because they watched Ronaldo, they end up quitting football. And guess what? Who we call for trials for the GDL? The one that we left in under 6 to come and trial for your GDL teams. So that's gap. So that the player that you've been teaching when you are 6 years old is not the player that's going to be playing when you're 17-year-old. Why? Because now you have to start again from the age of 17 to teach what you've been teaching a 6-year-old. That's why you find out in our PSL we have that gap of certain players don't have the momentum, don't have they can't do the right direction. They don't know when to pass the ball or when to certain education of the game was missed. And they were learning street football until they got to 17 because they couldn't afford. So the vision of Shyama Academy was to open, it's a door to open for everyone, precisely talented players, and also for those that want to develop. So I took that charge and I'm like, listen, we do have talent and we believe in them. Let's not let them go. Let's bring them here. Let's nurse them. Let's teach them football. And tomorrow we're going to be having great players. Like right now, as you're mentioning, Iken Atladi, he's one of, and there's many more. There's many more at the academy.
Please correct me if I'm wrong, though. Yeah. I talk about AS Roma. I know a certain gentleman by the name of Sami Kufon who played for AS Roma. Ironically, I met him for the very first time at the grounds of AS Roma. He's a gentleman that's played UEFA Champions League, is a Ghanaian legend, has played for Bayern Munich. And when I talk about a young South African kid who's there in Italy, I mean, they're waiting on the line to chat to us. Yeah. I don't want to be the one who says what you're about to tell us, though, in terms of this groundbreaking story. How on God's green earth did this happen?
Look, I feel like it's hard work. If you go on the history of the boy, I don't think none of us would have done what the boy has been doing. The parents have been playing a big role in that boy's development as well, and that's what we also need to highlight. And I know a lot of people are listening. Don't just take your child and throw him at the soccer school and hope for the best. The days that he's not training, someone needs to do something. Either you're going to put him somewhere else where he can learn football, or yourself as a parent, you need to nurture that, because this boy has been working throughout. I don't think any player, even PSL or whoever, works like that boy. He trains every day. I can tell you now, 5 a.m. the boy is up. He's playing with 19 years old in the streets, older people in the street. And today, God we rewarded him, because it just tells you a story. You have talent and then you have hard work. So he was both. He was talented and he was pushing. So it was not an easy thing. And big ups to his parents. They trusted us, but at the same time also themselves, they also put a lot of work. And how he came about is that they saw his talent through us and also social media, because that plays a vital role. And so someone saw him and they were interested. And then from there, they approached, and that's when it started. He was actually 7 at that time.
Sure.
So he went to Italy by the age of 7.
That is crazy.
And when he went there, they had to, because he was first training with under 8s, When he got there, they said, no, you are too quality. So they moved him to under 9. From the first touch, they realized he's still too quality. They moved him to under 10 and eventually started playing in under 11 and under 10. And by the way, he also won player of the tournament there in Roma when he was 7 in under 10. Category. So it tells you a lot, about what we have here in South Africa, but sometimes we neglect it just because of finance sometimes. Mind you, the parents can afford, I'm just saying, but we have a lot of those in South Africa, but finance plays a vital role in our community. And yeah, that's why Shama Academy is here to break through that.
Oh, Shama Academy, guys. I think wherever you are, except if you're driving, just give them a big round of applause because they deserve it. And you talked about the parents and the involvement of the parents as well. I know she's going to give us a word or two all the way in Italy, but I just wanted to capture the response.
Hello, Mr. Marawa. This is Poppy Tladi, Ikena Tladi's mother. We just want to say thank you so much for your support and thank you to the best academy in South Africa, Coach Shama Academy, for nurturing Ikena's talent. And we have officially signed with AS Roma Academy in Italy. We are looking forward to the future. Singenile.
Pagati inside, you cannot turn back. Let's head off now to AS Roma. Let's head off to Italy. I'm not sure if it's Ikena's mom who's on the line or the future champ himself, but I know that Poppy Tladi is on the line, Ikena's mom as well as Ikena himself. Whoever wants to start, guys, it's great. But firstly, congratulations.
Hello, Mr. Marawa.
Hi, Sis Poppy, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Wow.
Hello, Anka.
Ikena, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, and you?
I am so proud of you, and I am so happy for you.
Thank you.
And I cannot believe this. South Africans cannot believe that. How is it that side in Italy? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling fine, but it's too hot here.
In a couple of months, you're going to be telling us it's too cold, so enjoy it while it lasts. Are you?
Yes.
Are you aware of what this means to South Africans? Because you have really made history, and in years to come, we will remember what Ikena did in 2025 with this official signing of a big contract like this. Are you aware of what this means to all of us?
No.
You just want to play football.
I just love him. Mr. Marawa, I don't even think he knows what is happening. He was only excited on the day of the signing. After that, he's just like, okay, what next?
This is like, where's the ball, guys? What's this fuss about? I just want to play football.
Yeah. So he wakes me up in the morning. It's like, no, I just want to juggle the ball. There's one skill I saw. I want to try it. So, hey, it's full-time work here.
I mean, you're obviously a football bomb and you've been for a while. And that is why, chatting to Coach here, he's just explained how involved you've been and just your presence. And when you woke up and you heard that there is this big contract that is looming with one of the giants of European football, what went through your mind?
Mr. Marawa, when they first made contact with us, I couldn't even, I just thought, these people are just talking. They called us, they told us, no, we saw your boy on videos, we wanna see him. So we are willing to sponsor. That was last year. So, they sponsored the whole trip. I actually believed when I came here in Rome, and the reception was just, it was so beautiful. They were really happy to see him, and he excelled. So they really loved him.
He's super talented. I'm going to be sharing some of the video clips that I did get, and I couldn't believe what this young boy does with the football. Even with the older players, the first touch, like Coach was saying, is important. The vision, the anticipation, because in football, you have to anticipate when somebody is coming through. And the one move that he was executing was just him trapping the ball, acting as if he's not interested in the ball. One of the other kids came through and he just flipped it over his head and got it on the other side. Safely done. Neat.
Yeah. So, Ikena's father always had a vision for him, and he really, really worked hard for him to achieve it. Since when he could walk, he's always just been surrounded by football. So, and his father really trained him from that young age until we met, coaches like Shama, who also shared, and they allowed him to dribble and just be himself. So he learned a lot from his father and from Coach Shama. They really did a stellar job there.
Again, I've got to take a break, but I want to hear from you. What makes you enjoy playing football so much?
I love the game, and my dad trained me since I was ever born, so that's what makes me love the game.
Do you watch anyone on television, and who's your favorite player? Who would you want to meet one day?
I watch Lamine. I see all the skills he does, so I can also try them in the game.
I think you're better than him.
And I also watch Messi.
I think you're also better than him. Do you believe you're better than them?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Those are the key words of confidence, man.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live at the same time. #MSW.
Welcome to Nando's Customer Care. How can I help you?
Finally, can I actually just speak to the manager? It's about the chicken. Why did you marinate it for 24 hours? 24 hours, 86,400 seconds to marinate. Why? Well, I mean, it is really tender, juicy, and that delicious Nando's peri-peri flavor just warms me up. And then you add any 3 sharing sides, and I guess, well, there is nothing like it. But that is my complaint. I can't complain.
Nando's, fire it up.
Quiet, please. Quiet, please. Quiet, please.
With 50% off on limited Tennis Town tickets, no wonder Amex card members are so thrilled. Enjoy a world-class tennis experience at Monte Casino between 11 and 13 July 2025. Buy your tickets for Amex Tennis Town online today at howler.co.za for the Championships Wimbledon experience with the Mzansi advantage. Tennis is better with Amex.
When you're racing the clock, client presentation due at 6, heart rate 110, fingers flying, sent 5:59 p.m. When you're racing the clock, trail run to sunrise, heart rate 110, feet flying, summit 5:59 a.m. From deadlines to finish lines, the Volvo EX30 Cross Country lets you cross country. Arriving soon at your nearest dealership. It's safe to be brave with Volvo.
Do you know where the biggest payouts on slot games are? They're at Lotto Star. Spin the reels now on our Real Rush slot games and stand a chance to win a massive payout of up to 30 million rand instantly. You don't want to miss out on payouts this big. Hurry and head to lottostar.co.za, your world of live games.
Lottostar is licensed by the Mpumalanga Economic Regulator. No under 18. NRGP 0800 006 008. T's and C's apply. All games are fixed odds betting events.
Feel the fuel with Shell V-Power. Feel the control. Feel the confidence. Knowing Shell V-Power 100% cleans critical engine parts and keeps your engine performing like new. So, turn on the ignition and feel the anticipation of the drive ahead. Fill up with Shell V-Power today and get ready to feel the fuel. Actual benefits and performance may vary. See shell.co.za for more information.
Dear Journal, day 3049 of trying to be an adult. I still haven't bought a recycling bin, so there's a mountain of cans in my kitchen that could collapse at any moment. Anyway, what's that saying about your home being a reflection of your mental state?
Got evicted from the family home? Get covered at pineapple.co.za. It's like 570 Rand a month, so it's 100% the insurance for you. Underwritten by Old Mutual Alternative Risk Transfer Insurer Limited, licensed non-life insurer and authorized FSP. Premiums are risk profile dependent.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
How Batsong?
We got two heavyweights in their own right. Mobile Ndlovu and also Manja Shabalala. Are we done with Royal AM and legal issues?
Based on the judgment of yesterday, it might look as if it's done.
Yeah.
But remember, this is a high court judgment. There's other courts. If you're gonna go to FIFA and still not be clean, at least be clean at home. Looks as if there was that attitude of I don't care.
All right, let me bring in the voice of Mobile Ndlovu. From your side, you saw the judgment. What did you make of it?
They lied with regards to the changing of the directors. They misrepresented that by telling the league that Mamkiza and her son were still directors when they had not been for over a year.
Is that many people didn't know about the resignations?
Well, not many people, even PSL did not know.
So it was a fraudulent act?
It was a fraudulent activity.
#MSW.
Good evening, MSW. Robert Marawa. What a great show as always. Jody here. Listen, what an amazing story that we're listening to here. This is just something else. It's another level. It's something he's tapped into that I think has been longing in South African football for the longest of time. And this dude has really, really, really done an exceptional job there. Just listening to him gives me goosebumps. But well done to him as the coach and his academy, and of course to the boy going to Italy. Awesome. That is what we want, to take South African football to the next level. Well done. This is awesome. Thanks for a great show, guys. Cheers, Jody. Yeah.
Jody, thank you so much indeed. We're celebrating like it's never been done before. As I said, if you are not watching the YouTube channel, please log in. You'll see all of these trophies. Amazing. And it's not all of them. Coach did remind us. It's just a fraction.
Hey, Rob. This feels like deja vu because I used to go to gym with Poppy and she would tell me often about her son and how brilliant he is. She also managed to tell me about this opportunity in Italy, and I remember discussing it, and it was so exciting hearing about it and her moving there with her son. So again, congratulations to the family and all the best to her son. My boy, keep working hard. You're gonna be a star. And congratulations overall to the family. Pop, make it happen, girl. Congratulations, guys. It's Tabs.
Wow, Tabs. Let me quickly go across to Sis Poppy in Italy. Poppy, you heard that, from gym stories to reality.
Hey, and Mr. Marawa, I don't know if you remember, a few years back, I was actually on your show.
I was reminded, yes, of course.
Yeah, so this is really a sweet moment, and I'm very proud of my son.
Sometimes, people talk about fairy tales, but some things are far bigger and better than just a fairy tale. It's a reality. And I did promise that I'll be posting a lot of the videos, also the video of him with the backdrop of AS Roma. Him, I think he's being chauffeur driven. I don't even know if he knows that he's not just driving in an Uber.
Even in Rob, I just want to congratulate Wikana and the parents and also the coach for the incredible work in nurturing the talent, because often coaches chase trophies and neglect the tactical and technical development of the youngsters. And also agree with the coach, because I've watched the IBA Cup last year, December, and you could see the gap between South Africa and Europe is not that wide. Looking at the teams like Benfica and PSG were here and playing our academies in South Africa, the gap wasn't that wide. And I think if we can invest a lot in development and ensure that these youngsters realize their dreams, I think we can produce a lot of taxpayers and create superstars that can help this country achieve the incredible, maybe possibly win a World Cup. Thank you so much.
Deboka, you talk about the IBA Cup. We're just chanting about it with the coach during the break. It is one of the trophies that is standing by here in studio. Just for those who are uninitiated and don't know the magnitude of the IBA Cup and who you were playing against.
Yeah, so IBA Cup is an international tournament. It's had its first edition here in South Africa. This was last year, so we won the first edition. There's big clubs there. Usually, the people that participate in the IBA Cup, there's likes of Real Madrid, Barcelona, all the big names in the world that usually participate in the IBA Cup. And we were fortunate to participate also in the same platform and there. We also had like Kaizer Chiefs, Sundowns and all that. And yeah, we grabbed one of the age groups trophy, and today we're here. So we played in finals in different age groups. We came out second, and we lost in the semi-final in under 12. So what you're seeing there is actually the trophy that Ikena won, which is under 8, which is of last year, since it's now under 9. So yeah, but it's a big platform for football.
Good evening, Rob. Good evening to MSW listeners. This is Lawrence from Protea Glen. I'd just like to congratulate the young boy for signing the contract with one of the biggest teams in Europe, AS Roma. And I want to thank the coach, Shama, that he has nurtured this talent. And now the talent is now being exposed to the world. And I wish him good luck in everything that he's doing, and I'm hoping and I'm believing that he's gonna go over to impress the entire world with his talent. Congratulations, coach. Mommy Poppy, please take good care of that talent, and we wanna see it blow. We wanna see it blossom to the highest in the world. Thank you, Rob, for the big show.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Sis Poppy, your final word to all South Africans and what they can expect and what you can expect.
Mr. Marawa, you know what? We all have dreams for our kids, but also we need to give them our support. We need to give them our support in terms of driving them to the games and taking them to training, always making sure that their minds are focused on what they need to achieve, you know, and so just be supportive, prayer, and God is the one that can do it for us.
All right, champ, you have your final word. Ikena, you are the superstar here. What do you want to tell South Africans?
Yes. They must work hard and never give up.
They must work hard and never give up.
Yes.
And what else must they do?
They must play every day so they can go to training and improve their skills.
You are a champion. I wish you everything of the best. We are very, very proud of you, Ikena. Sis Poppy, very proud of you as well. Proud of the entire family. Everybody that's listening. Coach, you and I have had a word. We're going to have you back on the show so we can talk about the academy, talk about some of the challenges, talk about the other pipeline that is going to be coming through. I wish you everything of the best, and thank you so much for popping in today and sharing this wonderful news with all South Africans.
Yeah, no, thank you very much. Can I just say one word?
Yeah, sure.
I would like to say thank you to my parents for the support, the Shama Academy family, and also Old Ed, the technical director of the club, Old Ed. And thank you for giving the Shama boys the opportunity, including Ikena. Thank you very much. It really means a lot. To all the people that are listening, please, wherever you are, continue playing football. Someone is watching and you can never know. And precisely also thank you to Coach George, that is the father of Ikena, that also made all this thing possible for all of us. So thank you everyone, and let's continue fighting, let's continue playing football, and let's make this place a wonderful place.
Because you're all football people, you know about substitution. We're going to bring a super sub in, somebody who knows all about football as well. Thank you so much indeed to the Shama family and the academy and everybody that's been a part of it. Carl, Shama, Mambe. Wow, what can I say? These are the boys after winning another game. Listen very carefully.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
And Banyana double their lead.
2 goals in a matter of minutes.
Desiree Ellis, thank you so much for your time. And just for the player of the match to have been a veteran in Bambanani Mbane says something about that second half, because they took so much pressure.
No, they did. But if you look at it, I mean, they could say there's so many player of the matches in that squad because of the effort, of the commitment, of the resilience. I think this is a team that has a never say die attitude. They don't know when to stop. Even when the going is tough, they keep pushing. I think our defensive organization was good at the back. Also, when things were coming, we spoke about keeping clean sheets because we know we're going to create chances. We knew it was going to be a tough game, and it definitely was a tough match.
#MSW. #MSW.
Probably the most bubbliest soul on radio that we're going to be having today. I mean, there are stories of football that make the headlines, and then there are those stories that make the heart pretty much to stop. Now, those are the stories that linger long after the final whistle, and tonight we honor such stories and a name that's been etched into Orlando Pirates as well as Mamelodi Sundowns' legacy, South African football legacy. We talk about a talent that dazzled and disappeared too soon, left us too soon. I'm talking about Gift Leremi, the maestro, the magician, the memory. But that is why tonight we're going to be meeting the woman behind the legend. I mean, she's walked the journey that few truly comprehend. A path through unspeakable grief, relentless resilience, and now unstoppable purpose. Because so much positivity has come through. Mamelo Leremi, the wife, the mother, and now the movement. And for the very first time on MSW, she opens the book on the years since that fateful day. The heartbreak, the healing, the game, changing vision that she's now building from the ashes of pain. Mamelo, good to see you. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, Tate Rob. How are you?
Hey, you're not going to ndate me anything. You're calling me Rob. Wow, good to see you. Good to see you.
Pulling your leg.
How's it going?
I'm good, and how are you?
No, very, very good. All the better for seeing you and all the hard work that goes on behind the scenes. And it wouldn't be right if we have this interview without reminding you of this. I can safely say we the interview can end.
Yeah.
It's wrapped up. We can go home.
Let's drop the mic.
Yeah, let's drop the mic. That brings the memories, because that's all you needed to do in terms of Gift Leremi. Was that song, was that legacy, was that nickname?
Continental. Boom, boom. My lover.
Where did you meet this lover?
Do we really have to go there? Okay. We met in Durban. It was the Vodacom. Remember there was the Vodacom challenge, and I happened to be there. I don't know how. And we met. He was with Cheese Boy Mokwena and the late Zoda Koza. And Sizo is the one that initiated the relationship. She was like, no, fast. I'm still young to have a boyfriend. And she was like, no, we're taking your number.
Oh, wow.
And
so do you think she had a vision of something sparking?
She saw something. And I'm grateful to have met such a powerful woman.
Yeah.
I've learned so much within that short period of space and time. And it's such women that built a woman that I am today.
I had to remind myself, I knew it had been a long time, but when you think of September 2007, and you're thinking, time has really gone very quickly, passed us by. What sort of helped you get through the darkest of moments?
I've went through the worst.
Yeah.
I don't even want to lie. I've went through the most. I cannot even express it in English. In 2007, on the 3rd of September, I lost my husband. In 2009, the 27th of July, I lost my daughter. Mahlatsi. And, you know, when I count back and realized, maybe this was meant for me, but it's been the most traumatic time of my life. Having to see my husband at the morgue and holding on to my kids and thinking, okay, I'll try to make it work. And then having to see my daughter at the morgue, it just trashed me.
Because Mahlatsi was 5 years old.
She was 5 when she died. It trashed me. That is why 18 years later, I've realized that, you know what, I need to rebuild my late husband's name and resuscitate him, because of a lot of people don't know him, especially the young youth. So I kind of thought about it and said, no, but Baba Mutseba Vum Vum.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I honestly don't think so. And that is what is motivating you now. And we're going to talk about exactly that. And that is why we proudly said, doesn't matter how much time we have or how little time we have, we want South Africans to know about this, because they have to be part of the journey. We will be part of the journey.
Yeah.
We love to encourage such, because we're all about establishing legacy. We're all about establishing the past. I had the most awesome time with your late husband in Mauritius. We were doing a shoot for Kickoff.
I know, Soccer Babes.
The Soccer Babes. You know it very well. So that was the last time I really hung out with him, and I really did a proper interview with him. That till today, every time I go to Cape Town, I try and find the human beings who probably have that interview, and I say, guys, help me help South Africans so that they can better understand that man. Till today, I'm struggling, but I never give up.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live at the same time. #MSW.
For those who inherited a clock and high blood pressure from their gran. For those who prefer high fives over kudos. For those who like their watch to only tell time, not tell them what to do. At Liberty, we get it. You're only human. You don't need to be perfect to get life cover. We say, humans welcome. Chat to one of our accredited financial advisors. Liberty, in it with you. All of you. Liberty Group Limited, a licensed life insurer and authorized FSP and part of the Standard Bank Group. T's and C's apply.
Checkers XXL Savings is on with the XXL Jackpot competition. New week, new deals, new jackpot. This week, save on Nescafe Gold Instant Coffee 200 or 220 grams for $139.99. And Pampers Jumbo Pack or Premium Care Value Pack nappies or pants for $249.99 per pack. Remember, buy any 3 participating products and get a scratch card to enter. Deals valid until Sunday at Checkers.
Temba, how do I check if I've been auto-assessed by SARS?
No need to stress at all. Go to the SARS online query system dashboard, SOX. It only takes a few minutes.
Really? Where do I find it?
Go to the SARS website and then look for the SOX dashboard icon. Make tax matters your priority number 1. Go to sars.gov.za and say goodbye to queues. SARS, at your service.
When you choose Domestos Ultimate Germ Killing Power, you become unstoppable in the fight against germs. Stand a chance to win your share of 1 million rand in cash. To enter, buy any Domestos thick bleach. WhatsApp your till slip to 0600 177 343. Choose Domestos and be unstoppable. T's and C's apply.
Look at Bruno. He's living his best life watching his favorite football team. He doesn't look like a saver.
No, I don't.
But every time his team scores, money is transferred into his savings account with Absa's Savings Coach.
What did Bruno do to become a saver?
Well, easy.
Oh.
Go to the Absa banking app, set a goal, create an autosaver, set the amount, and
be like Bruno and try the fun way to save. Your story matters. Absa is an authorized FSP and a registered credit provider. T's and C's apply.
That's Harold Net Forest Hotline. Rowan on the line.
Harold, help. Last year, I forgot my wife's birthday.
Whoops. Let me guess. Things got a bit hairy, hey?
No, the exact opposite. She swapped my shampoo for hair remover. There's not a hair left on my head.
Ooh, smooth.
Please help me get it right this year.
You can get a lot more than right. Just visit Net Florist and order the biggest birthday bouquet you can. And your head will be all taken care of. Net Florist. It's easy to show you care.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
How about song? But
We got two heavyweights in their own right, Mobile Ndlovu and also Mandla Shabalala. Multiple issues that Royal AM have found themselves on the wrong side of the law.
It's almost like a train wreck that was coming. Cash, wads of cash were handed out to players and so on. Again, putting the league into disrepute.
I go back to the judgment here, Bab Shabalala, and I go to, it was a third party that had paid salaries for the applicant's players and not the applicant itself.
That on its own could be a criminal charge. I'd had a conversation with one of the players who confirmed that they continued to receive their salaries. As to whether was it from the club or from the third party, that was unknown.
So now are you saying that there are funds available which you have now been hiding from SARS and you've been using to pay these players? Because now that's the issue that SARS has to resolve now, is where is this money coming from? And who is this third party?
Hashtag MSW. Hashtag MSW.
You know, when you start to open up so many different memories and people on social media kind of losing their minds, you play the song, you hear about the stories, just an introduction of the stories. And I mean, I'll put it out there because I like to play open cards with everybody and say that in that brief little break that we had, chanting to Mamelo and just chanting about what potentially can happen is something that we will brief you about as the shareholders of this show. Because we are very firm and strong in reliving and living the memories of some of our heroes that we've had. And we will be relentless to make sure that this is a success at every level. And that is why we do have the CEO and founder of the Gift Leremi Foundation, Mamelo Leremi, with me in studio. I know we were reminiscing during the break about Mauritius and what it meant. And you were saying that you've just recently looked at the photos from that Kickoff magazine shoot. And you said they look great.
They look perfect. Those pictures looked like they were taken yesterday. Yeah. And it's so many years back. It was back in...
I don't even know the date.
2005 or 2006.
Yeah, I just know that then it was pretty close to the time of his demise, which might have been a 2-year difference.
Yes.
Between the two.
Yes. Oh, definitely. I think it was 2005.
Yeah. But you were spelling out something about the confidence. There's something about being reassured. There's something about knowing. We were listening to a 9-year-old just now. He can giving us advice on what to do. And I'm saying, this kid is going to grow up to be something magical. What did you pick up with Gift in just knowing, excuse the pun, the gift that he had?
Oh, this guy was so confident. Gift had the most self-confidence I've never ever seen. He used to just walk in a room and he knew who he was and what he stands for. And I think that is what put him on the map, because he was sure of his football strengths, because of he played left and right. And also he just knew that He looks good.
We can't argue with you. I think you made the decision on multiple levels in terms of what really caught your eye. So we will believe you on that. Getting in the position now as the CEO and the founder of the foundation, I think it's also broader from my understanding. When I went through everything of what it stands for and the mission and the vision, it also talks to a program that is focused on partners and families of football players. Give me the thinking behind all of this.
I've just sat down and really thought about it. Back then, we were very young.
Yeah.
Most probably when we met, I was 17, he was 18.
Sure.
We were very young, having a lot of money. And we didn't have anyone to assist us with financial literacy. And that's a loophole that I'm seeing with our young footballers and their wives.
Yeah.
And you know what, Rob, I think that they need to be equipped, properly equipped, because of you cannot be in that state of mind that I have a lot of money and not do anything with it. So having this program, it made me realize that, you know what, we need to educate them, educate the wives and the footballers, put them back into class and teach them financial literacy.
How difficult do you think that's going to be, Mamelo? Because it's also a natural thing for people, and it's an unfortunate thing because they see the lure of the money. It is immediate. It is triple anything you've ever earned before in your life. Then it's the cars, then it's the clothes, and it's the exposure. Now you're on the front page for multiple things. You're scoring a hat-trick, you're on the front page. You AWOL, your front page. Whatever it is that you're doing, you're there. And now there's a bigger focus. And with social media, there's a bigger focus now on what they call the WAGs, wives and girlfriends.
Ooh.
So then also find a need to step it up, to say, hey, don't leave me behind. You know, I'm the mother of all these kids here. This is my husband who's playing football. How do you get around what they currently think of themselves?
I think that I need to go knocking at clubs and engaging with the footballers and engaging with the WAGs, because that's the only place I can actually find them, because going the social media route, it's not going to work. I know it's not going to work, definitely. So if I go knocking at the soccer clubs and talking to them, making meetings, even if we have those high teas, you know, because of its things that we like. It's not going to be the whole serious things, and, you know, we forget to be happy, because of, obviously, if you have money, you must be happy. But we must have social gatherings where we will engage in such matters, and also GBV.
Yeah.
Because of it's a highly ranking crime in South Africa. So it's things that we need to talk about. It's things that we need to come out and tell people.
And before the fact, not after the fact, because sometimes
Before.
the after the fact part, there's going to be somebody who's no more.
Who's no more. So it's better if we have a voice while we're living. So there is things that I want to engage in, things that I want to engage in with the community also at large, not only the football fraternity, no.
General community.
General community, because of if a person like me can say it, that I was abused, it makes the next person to actually know and say, I'm also abused.
And then the further support then, like if you have a vision board and you say, I would like to work with company X, that fits into the profile, fits into exactly what we're talking about now, whether it's a GBV, whether it's about savings, whether it's about life cover, whether it's about any of those issues. Is there one that's on your wish list?
Actually, everything that you just mentioned.
Yeah.
Because of I'm open for collaborations, and I won't say only one.
It's safer that way.
I can't.
Because they're listening right now and they're saying, my goodness, we've been waiting for somebody to say what she's saying, and, they'll be able to reach out. Now, let's head into the foundation and obviously the tournament that's going to be coming up, the thought and the vision behind it, where it's going to be happening, who and what's invited. Give us the breakdown.
Okay, it's not only the tournament.
Yes.
On Saturday, the 12th of July, it's my late daughter's birthday. So we have a charity drive.
That's this Saturday.
This Saturday. We're having a charity drive. There's a home in Naledi, Soweto, that we're going to. We're going to give them food parcels. We're also going to give them pre-used clothes. And then we move to the tournament. It will be from the 14th to the 18th of July.
Okay.
We will be commemorating Mandela Month and Mandela Week.
And Mandela Day, because it's on the 18th.
Mandela Day, because of it's on the 18th. Yeah. So it's a football tournament for both ladies and the gents, under 15 to under 17. And it will be at Jabulani Safe Hub in Soweto. And yeah, we're going to have fun. We're also going to have GBV awareness. There's ladies that are coming there, community ladies. It will be a lot. It's a lot.
So from what time are you starting?
9 o'clock.
From 9 in the morning?
9 in the morning up until 5 p.m.
Ziamboroma Mazda.
Yes, Zomporoma goed. But
it's your boy Libzangwana, the real cheddar. Mamzo! Robert, you have an empress, you have a queen there. You have somebody that has represented a lot of women throughout the years behind the scenes, and I think it's the right time for her to step out now and share the legacy of his late husband. I myself till today still speak about my friend. He was my best friend. Mamzo will tell you, so with this upcoming event that she will be doing, I just hope that people out there, especially Kokasi, please come and support, because we need to get the youth out of the streets. And I think when she told me about it, I was really, really excited. And can't wait for that day to come. And yeah, Mamzo, you've been keeping it real. You've been keeping it hundreds. I know it hasn't been an easy journey. You were there as well for me when I went through the same thing with my late wife. But I know that God is watching and this will be a success. And everybody, please come and support the Gift Leremi Sports Tournament, Kochablane. Yeah. So, boy Lebzangwana, the cheese cheddar. Thank you, Robs. Thank you so much.
This one's become a rapper. Thank you so much, cheese boy.
Good evening, Mr. Marawa, and good evening to Mrs. Lereme, ukhuluma nosibongele nomkhwani kamgama Matafeni. Hey, Mr. Marawa, losing Gift at an early age, I think it was a big loss for our South African football and for the family, because Gift was still young and he was destined for great things because he was having such an amazing talent. I'm very happy that Mrs. Lereme has wrote a book about Gift. Let's hope that it will be supplied to all the shops which are selling books, because Gift, I'm still going on Google and download his pictures. On my phone, I got pictures of Gift, the way that I used to love him as a player. Thank you, Mr. Marawa. Good show as always.
That's why you got to come back. That's why we said we're going to do a legend show. So I'm giving away the little secret. We're going to do a legend show for Gift with you representing.
Oh.
Yeah, that's an instruction. We're not asking. We're just letting you know, just very kindly, of what will happen.
I will be here.
Thanks, Cheese Boy. Thanks, Bongeleni. And the one thing I said about the interview we had in Mauritius was that I asked him, what's your favorite song? I asked you this during the break, what was his favorite song? And you responded.
You save me, oh, you save me, you save me, oh, you save me.
And I suppose with all that happened, the irony of the song, why do you think he loved this song so much?
There was so many things that happened in our lives while we were married. Firstly, we had troubles at Orlando Pirates.
Yeah.
And he wasn't given playtime and the works. And he thought that he started doubting his talent. And then he got a call. That fateful day, we were broke. We were broke. And he got a call from Mamelodi Sundowns.
Yeah. We will pick up them being broke, him getting a call, and then Mamelodi Sundowns. That is going to be our pickup when we next meet.
Yeah.
I want to thank you so much. I want to praise your strength. I think God gifted you beautifully in terms of the charisma, the ability at times, I won't say to mask the pain and the agony, but to ride with what you've been dealt with, which you can't change. So all I'm saying is that we thank the man above for both of you. And that is why this has got to be a success, and we'll make sure it's a success.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I'm thanking everyone, my family, my kids,
yes,
and my friends for supporting what I'm doing. You don't know, today I'm trending. Like, everyone is just posting that I'm here.
Let's trend some more because, man, we're going to find that video. That's my homework. Mamelo Leremi, thank you so much. I got to go. We're out of time. CEO and founder of Gift Leremi Foundation. Follow them on the social media platforms. You won't regret it. Marawa Sports Worldwide, proudly brought to you by Hollywood Bets. Catch you again tomorrow.
The thrill, the drama, the action. Play the game again. Marawa Sports Worldwide on 947, Vuma FM and Rise FM. Powered by Hollywood Bets. #.